Hi, my name is Jennifer Sorn. I'm the sole owner and proprietor of Graphics Design Solutions, a company in Eastern Washington. At Graphics, I specialize in website design and development, along with graphic design, which includes things like brochures, flyers, brand development, packaging design, things like that. I started Graphics as a freelance business back in 1990 while I was going to college. I thought it would be a good way to get some practical job experience while earning my degree as an advertising design major. And it's been open and operating ever since. After graduation, I continued with the freelance with Graphics as a freelance business while working for several different ad agencies, a photography design agency, and a sports poster design agency. It was in 1998, after my daughter was born, that I decided to take Graphics full-time. I wanted to be my own boss, make my own hours, and so I went full-time with Graphics, and I haven't looked back since. The reason I chose my career is because for as far back as I can remember, I wanted to design logos. I loved graphic design, and I wasn't even sure what the deal was with it. I wasn't sure you could even make money with it, but I knew I had a passion for it. So I pursued it, and it's served me very well. I love working with clients. I love helping them realize their vision and see them the finished results around the community and even around the world. I actually saw one of my packaging designs when I was visiting Australia one time, so that was a pretty cool thing. What I would recommend for high school students interested in pursuing a field in graphic design and website design development is to become as familiar as you can with the industry standard software that's out there. I use Adobe Creative Suites, which includes things like InDesign, Illustrator, Photoshop. I know there's some free trial versions out there that you can download and experiment with, but I highly recommend getting those and learning as much about them as you can, because it's one thing to have talent and creativity, but you need to be able to incorporate that in the real world for something that a client or customer actually wants to purchase from you and use in their business. I also highly recommend researching website design tools. I use WordPress, which is pretty standard in the industry, but there's a lot of different resources out there. There's a lot of different frameworks to utilize. So I find WordPress serves me pretty well because it's flexible, it's an open source content management system, so clients can, they have the freedom to go in and do minor changes to their site as well with a little bit of training. So I really like that framework, but there's a lot out there to choose from. My biggest thing is just to get out there and research and learn as much as you can about it as possible. And now that you're young, it's a good time to do that and just see what's available. Another thing I would suggest to high school students interested in this field is to volunteer your time. There's some nonprofit agencies out there, or even for-profit agencies, that would probably love to have you come in, and you could maybe shadow some people out there, or you could volunteer your time or your talents to produce something for them. Like you could produce a flyer for them or a brochure for them. It's a good way for you to start building on your portfolio, and it's also a good way for you to get practical experience. Plus, they get a project done, and it's a win-win. Another side note about me, when I was going to college and when I was freelancing with Graphics, I was also playing college basketball. So that experience really taught me how to manage my time. It taught me scheduling, it taught me prioritizing, it taught me self-discipline. So being a business owner, these are all very important things that you should know and have and be able to utilize. So that's a really good thing to do. You've got to be self-motivated, and you've got to be willing to learn and educate yourself every day, because in this field, things are constantly changing.